The Cubs got a reprieve from the final game of the Braves series due to the rain on Thursday. Sure, with Lester on the mound they had a chance of winning that game, but that Braves team is one tough team to face right now. I'm not at all disappointed that the game was moved to the end of August. Things could be very different by then. Of course they then went to Cincinnati to see more rain. Can anyone remember the last game started by Jon Lester that didn't have issues with rain? I know, going back to a couple of starts ago in St. Louis he's had rain delays before during at least his last 3 days. Despite that, Jon was very good again last night. Jon is quietly having a pretty decent season. Certainly you'd love to see some more innings out of him, but his results are pretty good. The offense rolled last night. 5 straight Cubs reached base before the first out was recorded. They pushed 3 runs across in the first and then just slowly built their lead throughout the game. So the Cubs have now played 2 games against the Reds and held them to a single run each time. If that continues, the Cubs will do a whole lot better than split the games against them. We'll find out fast if they can keep that going, as there are 2 more games against the Reds today. With that, we turn our attention to yesterday's game as we look at what WPA had to say about heroes and goats. As always, the heroes and goats are determined by WPA, win probability added. Here's a good explanation of how WPA works and are not in any way subjective. Many days WPA will not tell the story of what happened, but often it can give at least a glimpse to who rose to the occasion in a high-leverage moment or who didn't get the job done in that moment. Also note, for the purposes of heroes and goats, we ignore the results of pitchers while they are batting and hitters while they are pitching. With that, we get to the results. Game 41, May 18th. Cubs jump out to 3-0 lead in the first and cruise to 8-1 lead, 23-18. Source: Fangraphs. The 3 heroes. Superhero: Jon Lester, .200. Jon was superb, throwing 6 innings and allowing only 2 hits and 1 walk. He did allow a run on a solo homer, but he struck out 8. Hero: Addison Russell, .146. Russell had an outstanding day after being moved back up to the 5th spot in the order. He had an RBI single in the first of 4 hits on the day. He also stole a base and drew a walk. Dating back to April 26, Russell has started 17 games and played in 18. He has 68 plate appearances and a line of .356, .426, .525. His .455 BABIP over that stretch is surely totally sustainable. Sidekick: Chris Bryant, .090. Chris had 2 hits in 6 at-bats, including a first-inning double. He scored a run and struck out twice on the day. The 3 goats: Billy Goat, Javier Baez, -.076. Javi's still struggling a bit. He had just 1 hit in 5 at-bats, though that had to drive in a run. He continues to lead the National League in RBI for whatever that stat is worth. It's only a matter of time until he gets back going, and I'd not be surprised if he's still in Cincinnati when that happens. Goat: Jason Hayward, -.006. I always say blowouts cause some tough luck goats. Jason pinch hit and stayed in the game last night. He was retired in his 1 at-bat. Kid: Albert Almora Jr., -.004. Albert also came into the game late, was recorded in his only at-bat, and gets the tough luck podium appearance. WPA play of the game, Kris Bryant batted in the top of the first with a runner on first and no outs. He doubled to put runners at second and third with no outs. .099. Asterisk Reds play of the game, Javi Baez batted with runners on second and third with only one out. He struck out -.047. The first inning was the best of times and the worst of times, as the first three hitters with runners in scoring position all had RBI singles and the next three all failed to get another run in. Cumulative leaders. Up next, the same two teams play two games today with a day-night doubleheader. In Game 1, Kyle Hendricks starts for the Cubs against Luis Castillo. Kyle is 3-3 with a 3.20 ERA on the season. Last time out was a loss against the White Sox. He threw 6 innings allowing 6 hits, no walks and 4 runs, 3 earned. He struck out 6. As I said then, if he repeatedly throws 6 innings, allows 6 hits, no walks and strikes out 6, he'll be one of the better pitchers in the league. In his 2 starts against Cincinnati last year, he lasted 6 innings in each. He allowed a total of 11 hits, 6 walks, and 2 runs over the 2 starts. He struck out 10. He won 1 and had a no decision in the other. Castillo is 3-2 with a 6.02 ERA on the year. Last time out, he pitched well in Los Angeles against the Dodgers during the Reds' sweep of the Dodgers. He threw 6 innings allowing 4 hits, no walks and 3 runs, 2 earned. He struck out 8. Oddly, 2 of the 4 hits were home runs. His 3 starts in May have been very good. He made 1 start against the Cubs last year in August. He threw 6 scoreless innings allowing 2 hits and 2 walks while striking out 7. In Game 2, Jose Quintana faces Sal Romano. Jose is 4-3 with a 5.23 on the season. But his numbers are actually quite good when he starts against a team that is not the Braves. He made 2 starts against the Reds last year. He was 1-0 with a 4.66 ERA. He threw only 9.2 innings and allowed 10 hits, 4 walks and 6 runs, 5 earned, with 9 strikeouts. Sal Romano is 2-4 with a 4.84 ERA on the season. He got rocked in his last start in San Francisco. He lasted only 2.1 innings and allowed 8 hits, 2 walks and 6 runs. He had 2 good starts in a row before that at home. He also made a good start against the Cubs last August. He threw 7 innings, allowed 6 hits, 3 walks and allowed 2 runs while striking out 7. Poll, 0%, 0 votes, 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 0 votes. Total vote now.